Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my small soda dungeon campaign videos. Before I dig into my manual campaign game, I just wanted to spend a little time here in my real game to showcase a bit of my progress and talk a little bit about the Warriors dimension in, I guess, what you could call the end game. So first things first, I did forget a few important things the last time around, and thank you guys for the comments about that. I forgot the magic clock that speeds up dungeon progression by shortening some animations, skipping some animation frames, all good stuff that just makes the auto grind even faster. And of course the all sight that show enemy hit points. I guess it's kind of useful like the first time you want to be up against like Tengen and stuff like that. I don't really feel it has much of a purpose right now because everything is just like auto kill, but it's a very nice feature, definitely, so super happy about that. If we take a small look at caps, I have 308, and each of these equal 1 billion I have earned that I haven't been able to cash out, and they are now mystic caps. We cannot use them for anything at this time. At some point we will be able to, probably during January, perhaps later on. But for now, instead of just not getting the money we auto grind in the dungeon, we get mystic caps. When you have 1.5 billion, it turns into 500 million, and then you get 1 mystic cap. The group I'm running with is completely auto grind thing here. I have a knight and 4 dark mages in Midas gear here. All goodie pants, just giving additional gold is what I'm focusing on, even though I would rather focus on essence, but it's still kind of broken. Something that's going to be fixed in a future game update as well. My total stats for gold fine is 12,820%, and that is of course because I have upgraded my liquid gold quite a bit here, level 2,238, and this really brings me to like the progression problem with the game right now, at least from my perspective. Leveling up the liquid gold cost me almost 23,000 essence. When I leave the dungeon with 1 million, I get 200,000 essence, so I can upgrade 10 times. And what I would have liked to do here was to have another button that just says level up, and it costs you 1 cap or 2 caps, you know, so you can directly translate the money you have saved up in these mystic caps into upgrades here, because it's I'm gonna show you guys the amount of time it takes for me to earn the max money here. And of course I could go without the gold farming gear, but it's not really, I mean, it's the progression in the game is essence, and essence is pretty much gold, so it is really the only thing to go for. So each time I gank one of these mobs I get 9.6 million, and yeah, it's just running autopilot now, but it pretty much means that I'm getting between 9.6, let's call it 10 million, and way much more in every level. Bosses give a huge amount more. This one gave 14, it's like a mini boss. But when I have 3 and 4 mobs, you can just, you can't see my, whoops, let me move over here where I belong, like that. The amount of money I'm raking in here on autopilot, it's pretty insane, and the forked roads just come all the time. I'm not really sure if that's like a bug or if it's just supposed to come like all the time, but like these dark mages, they're just raking in 30-40 million by auto clearing this stuff here. And what it means is that the amount of time I can stay in a dungeon is very small if I want to rake out 1.5 billion and convert that into essence, because if I wait too long it's going to be converted into a caps, and then I have 500,000 or 500 million, and then I need to wait for another billion to build up so that I can cash out and get the amount of essence that I really want to progress even further. And this is going to be like harder and harder as my essence cap increases at some point, I will need to go out at 1.5 billion, convert it into essence, without being able to spend it because the cost to upgrade is so high. Then I'll need to go into the dungeon again, do that. You get the idea. So right now there is little purpose in letting the game run on autopilot because I'm only getting caps. Tiny amount of essence from the auto grind is really nothing. I only have the essence like flask at 100%, but it's because it's bugged. The game developer Afro Ninja wrote that on the Reddit that the essence find options are broken right now, so you are going to progress essence wise, but only like a tiny bit, and that is by the base, something like you get 1 additional essence for every 50 levels if you take out a mob that gives essence. So yeah, like you can see, huge amount of money from defeating these bosses. I have 1.2 billion now, and I need to be careful I don't stay in the game too long, because if I once I reach those 3-4 mobs and the dark mage just goes ba-bang ba-bang, if I just go over the 1.5, I'm down to 500 million again, and then I need to grind further. Of course I will have gained that 1 caps, but right now I cannot use it for anything. So here you can see, taking out the boss here may put me over I need to stop the auto now, getting both the boss and a chest, meaning that I may have gone, I was at 1.4, I'm still at 1.4, so that's pretty lucky, because I could have been in bad luck if I was in the high 1.4, and I got a lot of money here. I could have just had now 500 million and a caps. So now I can go out in time, convert my earned money into essence, and this is really where another small issue in the game is. I would like another button next to the convert that just said something like save gold for maximum warp, so when I clicked that, or when it was enabled, I could not convert more essence than enough for me to jump to the next time I need to go dungeon crawl, because if I click convert now, I don't have the 50,000 I need in order to warp again. I also don't have the money to buy the dudes I need in my team. Obviously I have the banker, I also have some equipment I can sell, but what I often do is I click down 10-15 times like that, then I convert, so I have a lot of money left, so that I'm sure that I can use the wizard jump. And it's not a problem, it's just one button could really do, save 100,000 or 200,000. You could just set it to something and it would remember it, or you get the idea. So it's just like a small thing. So this is basically how I play it when I play it. So it's less passive now than it was before, because I don't have a lot of dungeon crawling time, but I have a lot of going in and out of dungeon time. So anyway guys, that was pretty much just a small update on my gaming here in my main game, or whatever we should call it, meaning that yeah, time to dig into the campaign kind of game here. I'm thinking that I want to just nudge things here a bit. Let me see, move myself down here and make this a bit smaller again, like that. That should be doable, I think. So status here on, I guess I can actually disappear even more here and just position myself here. So I'm saving up money here, and why am I doing that? Yeah, good question. The Holy Fist gives me the healer, which is pretty cool. The loot beer gives me the thief. The questing gives me the knight, and those 3 I actually want to have. I don't really have a need for a healer right now, because I really want to play this game pretty aggressively, and the only I want to play with the thief. So let's look at the reputation needed for me to be able to do that. Thief here, 650 tavern reputation, if we look at the tavern, I have 400, so I need 250 additional tavern reputation in order to be able to do that. And I'm in no hurry, really, like none at all. What I do want, however, is I want to save up mostly for the pets. I'm really thinking about how I want to twist this for it to be like, I have all the tables, I have all the stools, chairs. So what I really want is the stables, and they are 500,000. So I'm just gonna be making my Conjurer team here. And refreshing, getting another one. And what I want to do is I want to go offensive, meaning that I'm gonna go with the Santa suit here. And I don't really have anything else that gives me a buff up. Crit chance here is melee, so it's not gonna help me. Let me just see if I can nudge this a bit so I don't need to angle myself all the time. So the apprentice staff is really the weapon of my choice, so that I can deal as much area damage with the conjurers as possible. In terms of shield, I have the demon shield giving me a lot of health and additional mana. That is really nice. I have regeneration, reflection, and nothingness. So the demon shield is really like the right option for me to use. In terms of items here, I really like the hero blood. I would like that on all of my characters. I'm thinking that if I have like the mana regen options, I have 3 of those, that's pretty good. Then just healing stones for these. So what I can do now is I can regenerate mana by using these magic bottles. I am almost completely immune to status effects, meaning that I cannot get drowsed, I cannot get poisoned, I cannot get burned. That is also pretty amazing. And I think I'm just going to be swapping these so that I put the magic bottle up here, not the magic bottle, so that I put maximum damage in the top Conjurer with the Santa suit. So this one here has 100% boost to magic attacks, and you can see this one down here is only at 70. So it's like 30% additional damage that I have on the top one, and we have nothing else. So this here is going to be my setup for going silly pants in the dungeon. And I'm thinking let's just warp and see if we can rake in some decent items, really. I think we're just gonna go damage wise here and see what we deal. 34, 28, so let's just put a mana into that one again and see if we can do it with 4. We can, so we can still like damage things away with 4 of these. So if we go with that and just heal a little bit mana up every once in a while, we should be in a pretty good position. Oh yeah. So I think since this is it's probably faster in the long run, I think, for me not really to worry that much about boosting up the mana. So instead of going like completely focused on healing mana up, I'm really just gonna go gank style, and then we can make a new team. If we want to focus on trying to get really far in the game, then healing up the mana is like a really good idea. But I think in most cases it is a better deal to just like restart the team when you run out of mana. But now we have the option, like if we're very close to a boss, and we can heal up mana and we can take it out. So you can die now, dude. Let's just heal this one, kill that one, boom, like so. Let's try that. Drowsy trap, so we shouldn't really be falling asleep now because we are immune. So let's see what kind of damage we can do here. We should be able to take these out with 4 attacks. 5 possibly on the turtle thing. Exactly. So because we have the hero blood, we can now start gambling much more efficiently with the forked roads, because we only have a single party member that can fall asleep, get poisoned or burned, meaning that it's not really dangerous for us. We have everything to win really by possibly walking into a fountain and get a complete regen on health and on mana. So this is actually where our mana is getting low. We have some that are pretty injured, and we're running into one of my favorite boss battles here, because what we have here is an ideal auto attack play, but one of these is completely immune to area damage. I meant like complete area damage battle. So that is it's pretty cool, because you cannot take out one of these, the one with the sword, by using auto ability, not area abilities, and the other ones are pretty ideal for doing just that. So the spell we have here for the Conjurers, it does area damage. So we are pretty beeped in that I don't think we can single hit this. Oh, we can. So it doesn't count as area damage right now, apparently. Okay, let's try to heal up above the damage of the Icy Tomb. I didn't really see how much it dealt. Good times. So that is very nice to know that this lightning bolt thing doesn't count as area when the others are alive. I don't even... Possibly this dude may just be immune when the others are alive. I haven't tried to just attack him firsthand. Oh, he didn't want to go Icy Tomb this time. Well, that's his loss. He should be dying in this round, and then we can port to 81 from now on. Yes, he did. Good times. So, progression. Magic wand. So, I'm thinking let's just take whatever out we can here without bothering to heal up or mana up, and then do a new team really. Ambushed. Okay, that pretty much does it. No reason to waste more time on that. So, magic wand, another shield. Okay, and 3,000. So not bad at all. Loads of conjurers here we can put into the team, and all we really need to do, let me see here, we need hero blood. I think actually that what I want to do is, instead of giving them the mana, I'll just go with these damage reduction stones, so that we don't even want the option to have more mana refill. We're just gonna go like attack style on it. So staff, what does the wand say? That's 35%, so it's better than the apprentice staff. So we got an upgrade, we got a new shield, we have a setup here that is this here, chance to evade. Let's go with that. We have here, let's just go with the health regen. So completely just focusing on damaging and surviving, hoping that we can push it 10 levels. Would be really nice to get that angelic armor or Kelvin or holy cannon, just a little something. Even though we're not like going to be using those items with the mages. Actually, I don't know about the amount of health it gives and stuff like that, but currently we are We're progressing by getting item upgrades. Magic Wand was a very nice boost. Let's just gamble here. Poison Trap, we don't care. We do not care. So this is actually almost as good as having a knight in the team. The downside, of course, is that we can still get ambushed. So I saw a present there, meaning that we are going to get one of the new holiday items that I really like, and I haven't discovered them all yet, so I'm very happy about that. Yeah, that's just so amazing. Hitting the one character that can be put to sleep. Very nice targeting. I actually think that the bosses should be allowed to always use their sleep and stuff like that on your heroes, because they are bosses, just as they should be immune to sleep, poison, you know, the Reaper options, all that stuff. Like they're bosses, they should be stronger. They should be allowed to do stuff that the other minions are not. Would also make the game a bit harder and therefore possibly a bit more interesting to play in terms of manual gaming. So right now our one character there is going to stay asleep until at some point we go more than one round, enough times for her to wake up, because that is another one of the few things I would like to see changed in the game. It should count as a completed run or completed turn when you move to a new level. I mean, sleeping should be removed between these. I mean, how is this character getting to the next level? Are they carrying her, or what's going on? That seems a bit odd. So instead of just having a character that could sleep in theory for hundreds of levels, because you never get to start new turns. I mean, we're on a boss fight now, and one of my characters is just sleeping. But then again, here we're going to be facing more turns, so I guess it's unless we die, it's gonna be good. This boss deals so much damage that we cannot really afford to heal up, even if it was possible, because we cannot heal up more damage than the boss deals on our injured party member there. So that is the downside of focusing on damage. It is that it's all in. It needs to die and we need to win, because we have so little health. And now I can see that one over there has just 1 mana. That is of course because we have been having a sleeping member, so the mana has been spent much more in the end part of the team than in the other part. So that was nice, getting a bit of self damage on him. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna make this, I'm not worried. So it's gonna end up killing itself by damaging our heroes. That's okay. It works for me. So let's hope we are close now. At least we got to use the magic attack on the characters that have the most mana for the longest time. Thank you for dying. Give us something good. Almost 800. And a bit of goodies there. So once again, just gonna try to see if we can get an item drop before we lose it completely here, because we're just up against one mob, so it could be possible. Nope, just money. So we actually don't have enough mana to take this one out, but we're gonna try. Gonna give it our best. That was rude. The wrong one you hit there. So let's see. Boom. Now you're dead. No. Oh, that's a shame. Well, we gave it our best. Peppermint Glaive. So we did get that one new holiday item, and we are moving up financially. We have 20,000. So that is very nice. What do you have, dude? No peppermint glaive here. Frost shield. And an ice gem. So we can actually stock up on those if we want to combine them, but the magic bottle would have been nicer. So let's just see what the peppermint glaive here. It's just a candy cane. Yeah. This is a melee weapon, but it gives 22 health, 22 attack points, and 22 mana points, making it pretty nice. It gives health where the magic wand doesn't, but it does not increase the amount of damage we deal. And we need that in order to progress further in the game. I'm thinking I want to have another run before ending today's campaign video. It would be pretty awesome to, I think so anyway. It would be pretty awesome to end up see if we have a chance at doing the boss with this setup here. I'm not sure we can do it, but we are going to try. So, spectral draught. Yeah. 15 attack points, not really gonna help us. Oh yeah, that's health. Let's just go with that. So, just need the goodies here. The apprentice staff. We could go with the candy cane for more health. It could actually be useful in terms of boss battle, but I don't think so. Now I have gotten items such as the Kelvin several times in chests from the level 100 battle, so I know that we're moving into an area now where it is very doable for us. I'm thinking, okay, I actually wanted to try to see if we could melee this, just to save mana. We could. And then we get ambushed. You cannot infect me. Okay, let's just go again. Okay, that one could get infected. Well, let's just make sure there are no more turns. Let's go for it. Goody. Alright, so let's focus on doing what we do the best, which is magic damage here. And if we can keep the Conjurer there from dying from poisoning, it would be really good as well. Okay, mini boss time. That's probably gonna take 2-3 turns. So if we're like in really bad luck, it's gonna hit the one that was poisoned, and we can cry. Yeah, I think actually having taken this much damage here for me being silly pants, not gonna have the best chances with the boss. But if we can just return home with a single item upgrade, it's gonna be super anyway. Oh yeah? You wanna taste this? Boom. Boom. Oh, we're just gonna go melee style. I don't care now. Be like that. Boom. Yeah. This is me wanting to restart it, really. So I'm just being pretty silly. Yeah, and now we get the fountain. So I guess I shouldn't have been such a beep anyway, but oh well. Now we're just going for the upgrade, and then I will aim at doing the boss next time. I still want to do it in this video. So we cannot do this with just 3 attacks. We absolutely need to do it with 4. No, I mean 5. What? Didn't I hit the... I didn't, apparently. Oh well. So what are we dealing... what are we getting money-wise here when we take out a group like this? Oh yeah, thank you. I'm asking for this. You know, I played silly and... Okay, so we're getting like 550 for taking out these 4. Oh, come on, no items. I wanted the items. Well, we're gonna have another go, so I guess it's okay. I would really like to get something that allows us to deal more damage. The alternative, of course, is to start bringing in melee characters that have more health. So we got an item there. The top of the dungeon draws near. Bum bum bum. Julius, fools, all of you. Face me if you must but know this. The outcome of this battle changes nothing. Okay, we'll just go home then. Let's just see. 28. I just want to see how much damage he deals. Oh yeah, that's right, he does that a lot. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. 85 points of damage. Yeah. Okay. Anti-magic bottle. Great stuff. So that was a pretty high amount of damage he's dealing. So let's go like this. Hero blood. Hero blood. Hero blood. I want to use the anti-magic on this one down here. That is going to be having like the lowest amount of mana. And I want come on, I want the top one to be dealing massive damage here. I could keep the cane for just a little bit more mana, but I don't think those 2 points are gonna be like super defining. Santa. So that's evade. I don't think a 15% chance to evade in the boss battle is going to be that useful. 28 health, but it is. Okay, so this one is getting us a little bit more health. 20 health, 12. Yeah, so we are really with. This should be the best setup for us. So let's go see if we can make it to the boss and win. I really wanted to preserve mana, but now we're just gonna go with it, really. I'm pretty sure we will run out of mana this time. But we do have a bottle. So I'm just gonna go like this. Great. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, better not risk it. Good times, good times. So one of these wants to do the sleepy thing. So I'm going to do the mana refill here. Okay, that was not the sleepy thing. And boss. Hope we survive this time. Better go all in from now on, really. So none of these, okay, so like 2 of them right now can survive a hit from the boss. So I'm gonna hope the boss is gonna do the fuge thing. Ouch. I'm going to gamble by hitting, hoping that I can regen mana now. Go mana regen on this one here. Because we are so going to run out of mana. Oh, that was... okay. Okay. So I need to try to melee this, really. The first few, melee those, and then really go crazy pants after that with mana. How do you know if the outcome of this battle changes anything? We could go to a completely new universe, dude. You know nothing. So go with the fuge thing. No. I like it the more if it goes fuge. I'm not sure if that is what it's called or how it's pronounced. So we have at least 2 and 1 hit left. Oh, that was good. That was really good. So hit the 82 one with less. No, not the good one. How rude. Yeah. Good times. Gave us 2 extra shots here. Oh yeah. So go fuge again, dude. Yes, please. I have no idea what it does. Probably like defense decrease or something. So die. No. Okay. Dock gem. And a spiked shield. So how's that going to help me is what I'm thinking. Just want to see what we have in here because I'm a bit curious. So I think I want the Stone of Sight just to go to the boss to check out the amount of health it has so that I can figure out if I can do this with the Conjurers or not. Whoops. So where's the Stone of Sight? This one is pretty cool. I'm going to go like this time and make number 2 here, the one that deals the good damage. So number 1 can go confused, giving us a chance to survive. This one has, and I'll go with the peppermint glaive on it as well. The thought is that I can use the first one to melee, possibly dealing even more damage, so that if we run into, 20% boost to magic attacks, it's not really that good. The good thing about the apprentice staff is getting more mana, because they are pretty low on mana, these guys, girls, chicks, things. Okay, so I think I don't want to, but I think I need to go with the hero blood and have healing options. So I have confusion options, I have healing options, mana regeneration option. Yeah. I hope this is going to take us to the boss so that we can see how much health it has and calculate if we can do it at all. So let's see what happens here. 18 damage, so not really that interesting, but 23 left. So we can take that out with like 1 shot. So defending on these, healing up, then we can double attack. Once again, I can actually go with the Dock Gem, confuse it. We can hit. So this is pretty cool. We can actually see if we can melee it. So we have 2 here, 126. Let's confuse them. That didn't work out that well. 92 damage. We have 2 healing options, and we have 2 that can heal. And we just need to hit these once each in order to take them out. So that was very efficient. So we can defend, and we can heal up. And we can heal up. And then we can take them out. So moving forward with full health. Ambushed, how dare you. So let's try that. 1 confusion, very nice. So just going to go area nonetheless. Just heal up right away. So use this, then they don't die. This one can defend, heal, and go area. I do not think that we can confuse the boss here. 2 seconds, guys. Okay, so I'm thinking it's not gonna be possible for me to confuse the boss here, so we better just go all in. It's very nice to be able to see the amount of hit points it has. Okay, 400. So we definitely need to heal up now. Okay. Very happy that I did this with the heal stones and with the stone of sight. Yeah. Whoa, 177 left here. We cannot afford to run into an ambush. So please select a new target this time, dude. No. Apparently we are just meant to lose one of our goodies at the middle here. We're like so close. If we get just a little bit more towards having more damage on the spells, then we can do it. So we just need like Santa suit or something, a tiny bit of something. Then we are good to go. I'm gonna defend here, heal up, and actually mana up here. I'm not expecting to be able to deal with the boss, but I want to reach it so that we can see how much health it has. Don't gang up, guys. Thank you. So I can heal there, and I can heal there. And I really want to go mana, but I guess I should go like this instead. Once again, I really want to heal, but I think I need to not. So the Conjurers are now officially dealing too little damage, meaning that I seriously need to add in some melee. But now we at least get to see what kind of health we are looking at with the boss, what kind of damage we need to deal. 1200 damage. Okay. That's a lot. That's 12 rounds for this group. And it is also not gonna happen. 20, yeah. Oh well. So let's see what kind of items we got here. A magic wand and another 2 dark gems. Very nice. So I'm thinking, guys, that in order for us to do this, we need to, because we don't have any relics we can boost up with, there's really no other option that I see except getting the healer in so that we can go melee and heal up, and getting the thief as well. I don't want the fighter really sucks. So yeah, we're gonna grab the healer first, and then I'll take it from there really. But guys, that is going to be in another video. As always, thank you very much for watching.